Okay guys, so sorry about this. My computer space was completely occupied, right? I'm shooting a lot of tutorials, so that's why it's so filled, and I need to release some storage, and then I'm able to record the video again, right? Okay, so before this I'm telling you that this one task doesn't belong to the sixth user, but still is able to access this task, which is not good as a security purposes. So how to prevent this? So this one is a show method. So let's go to the policy, task policy, and then this view is responsible basically responsible for checking that for show method or for the edit method. So here we will check that if the user id equal, I'm passing this as identical, equal to task user id. So it means that user is the owner of this task, return true, otherwise return false, right? And now in the view here, if I will use only single helper, this authorize, and then authorize what? Authorize the view and what the task is. Task. Basically, I pass this view, this name, this policy method name here, right, to authorize, and then this task, this one, right? So now this will throw that 403 forbidden, you are not able to, you are not authorized. Send this request, and yes, return value must be type of bool returned. uh, okay, policy view return value must be type of bool. Okay, view authorize return true. User id is this, task return bool, otherwise return we can say this like if the user id is not equal, so return the false, right? Otherwise return true, like this. Send this request, and yes, he is still able to access this. I think my logic was wrong. User id is not equal, yes. So if this not equals, return this all. Yes, they both are not equal. No, let me revert my stuff here. Return true, otherwise else return false. Send this request. This action is unauthorized, right? User cannot visit the other user task. If I visit the 6, I will be able to still access this 6. Hit enter. No query, right? So there is no task, that's why it's throwing like this. Refresh. Task, yes, 6 tasks doesn't exist, so we have 5 tasks. So let me pull the 5 one, and yes, still able to access the 5th, but not able to access the first one, which is, it doesn't belong to this user, right? So this is the way to implement the policies, and we did this for this only one user, right? And if you want to make this for all of the methods, like view any, for update, for delete, for this one, so we need to add this logic into the all of the ones, right? And by the way, we can also make this shorter, like if user id equal task user id, then return true, otherwise return false. like this. We are returning the, yes, let me return this like this. Send this request and still unauthorized. So we can copy this line, add this into the update, also this for the delete, and these are not inside our structured of project, right? We are not using any force retail or force delete or other ones, right? So for the created, okay, for the force delete, right? And here we have only user, so we can, oh, yes, we are accessing this using this one. In our side it's prayer time, so I'm pausing this video and coming back. Okay guys, so here you don't need to add this here view any. Why? Because in the task controller here we are using this only getting the logged in user result, so we don't need to specify this because it will return only those tasks which belongs to the logged in user. So here we don't need to do this. Then in the view, and we don't need this create method anymore because we are not using this create method. Get is fine, delete is fine, and everything is fine, right? And now here in the task controller we can use this similar like in the update, in the delete, and so on, right? And in the store, right? But how we can add them at once? We don't want to add this like here and so on. We want to add this into the one place. So that's the beauty of this that's the beauty of this policies, right? So we can apply this on all of the methods. So here just add achieve this using constructor. So protected function construct construct, okay, and here choose this authorize resource and which resource, control for the task resource. It will add the route model definition. Okay, now let's send this request, and it says that task controller is not instantiable. Yes, uh, I also faced this error previously. So why this one is throwing? Because I added this protected and its scope is not available there, so I need to make this public to make this work. So send this request again, and yes, this method is unauthorized. So if I'm going to update this one version 2, I'm going to update the first one, right, which doesn't belongs to me, right? So if I go and send this request, so unauthenticated, if I pass the headers bearer token, send this request, I'm unauthorized, right? So I can update only my own records. If I go here and make this 5, right, send this request, and 5 task belongs to the user. Let me go there, find this out first here. Okay, 5 task belongs to this contact at cdl.com. Refresh it. Yes, 5 task belongs to this one. I'm logged in. Why it says that I'm unauthorized? I'm authorized. Okay, let's debug it. What's the issue in the update? Here in the task policy, we have a user ID and task user ID. So if I return the user ID, let me return the, how we can dt this out because we are not able to dt this in the postman. So basically it's returning the task ID Okay, task user id, and then it's matching it with the login user id. Okay, just go here. Is this so? Let me add this here token again here. Is this the right token? No, still unauthorized. If I go ahead and update this one, still unauthorized. So why it's so throwing this unauthorized on the 5? So let's debug it and let me check the video size. No, it's not going bigger. Oh, I cut this out. Maybe it's going bigger, but I'm not sure about this. User ID and then task user ID. If both will match, it will return true, other will return false. So let me log in my user again to make sure that I'm logged in. So contact at CDL, login. Okay, this token now. Clear this out in the update. I'm going to send this request. Task, yeah, action is unauthorized. Okay, so here the 6th user is contact at CDL, and then this oh, suppose returning the, yes, both return to. Okay, so the task ID is 5. Task ID is 5, but if I let me comment this line here to make sure that which is what's the task. So task updated. Oh, it's returning the different task. Yes, 6 one. Task updated, this one, and then this contact at CDL is 6, and I'm now logged in as contact at CDL. So body task updated again. Okay, and here I'm going to enable this authorize resource. Oh, I need to pass this class, I think. I'm not sure, but we'll do this in a minute. Task updated again, right? And if I want to update this one task which doesn't belongs to me, send this because, and it's unauthorized. And sorry guys, I use this here all, that's why it's not working. And if I go here and visit this 5 again, task updated, and task updated again by Adi. Okay, save this one, send this request, and task updated by Adi. Yes, great. You did a great job. You learned a lot of things like how to create the API, how to create the token for the web, um, for the how to create the web tokens, how to get the mobile tokens, how to authenticate the user, how to log out the user, how to access the protected routes, how to authorize the protected routes, right? And if you think that this series add up some values into your learning, so please share it with your friends. It will help me to shoot more course like this, because my mission is to shoot a premium course free of cost. So thank you so much for watching these videos, and in the next videos we are going to cover that how we can authenticate, how we can create the APIs for the SPAs. So thank you so much for watching these videos. I will meet you in the next one. Bye bye guys.